morning, students. Now today we are going to learn about a new chapter, separation of substances. Today we are going to learn about a different topic, 7th chapter, separation of substances. In this chapter we are going to learn about simple things what we do at our home, common things. So let us come to the topic. Hemant's mother sent him to a grocery store to buy grocery and vegetable. Here a story is given, short story. Hemant's mother sent him to a grocery store to buy some vegetables and grocery. He purchased green chili, coriander seeds, tomato, red gram, wheat flour, and kept them safely in a bag. He bought some things, grocery things. Here he purchased green chili, coriander seeds, tomato, red gram, wheat flour, and kept them safely in a bag. While returning home, he fell on the ground and all items in the bag got mixed. So while he was returning his home, at that time he was fell down on the ground, and all the grocery present in the bag or basket are mixed. They are all mixed. How will he separate them now? Which material will he separate first? What he separate first? Which one? Tomatoes and chilies are there, no? So he remove that one. He separate first tomatoes and chilies. And how would he separate wheat flour? So here what are there? Red gram is there and coriander seeds are there. So he can sieve in a sieve. Understood? How would he separate coriander seeds? He sieve like this. So sieve means what? Here I will show you the sieving. So like this he sieve. So coriander seeds and red gram will be inside and wheat flour come outside of that holes. Understood? So this is. Next one, how he do this one. Let us come to the topic. We separate components in mixtures for different purposes. In our daily life. For example, we remove small stones from the rice before cooking. Your mother removes small stones from the rice before cooking. Remove worms and husks from the flour by sieving before preparing roti. Before preparing roti, your mother removes some small stones and some worms. What are there in the worms? That also she removes before preparing roti. And next, similarly, we separate impurities from water, tea leaves, tea powder from tea, etc. So, similarly, we remove nowadays we are drinking that mineral water, but before that they take water from wells and borewells. At that time they take one sieve and they filter that water. And otherwise, next one is we also prepare tea at our home. So we filter the tea leaves from the tea by filter. So that is also one type of separation method. These are all the common things what we do at our home. Next, mixtures. We have observed tea being prepared. Have you ever observed tea prepared? Yes, you have observed the tea being prepared at your home. What substances are used for preparing tea? Milk, water, tea powder, sugar. So these are all we add in one bowl and we keep on the stove and we switch on the stove. Then the tea is prepared. The tea prepares. At that time you have to take that one and you have to separate it in a filter. List them in a table also and also list out the different substances that are used to make the items given in a table 1. So here it is given one table, so that you have to prepare. Tea substances, milk, sugar and water, tea powder, laddu. Laddu means here what? 1 gram flour, Bengal gram flour. Next, what you need? Oil. Next, what you have to need? Here again sugar, dry fruits. These are also need. Next, lemon juice. For lemon juice, water, lemon. Next, sugar. Next, concrete. Concrete means building materials. Here, what they need? Small stones. Next, cement. Next, sand, water. Next, soil. For soil, what are there in soil? Stones, sand and mud. Next, some other materials also present. Next, substances from a mixture. So what are these are all here? What we have learned? These are all mixtures. Mixture means what? Cement, concrete is a mixture. In concrete there is sand, stones, water, cement. So 4 types of different materials are mixed together. That's why that is a mixture. And the next one, laddu. In laddu what is there? 1 Bengal gram flour means Chenarapindi. Next, oil. Next, what are there? Sugar, dry fruits and condiments. Here we say ilaichi. So these are all there. So that's why that is also a mixture. What is that? That is also a mixture. Next again lemon juice. Lemon juice, in lemon juice water, sugar, lemon, 1 lemon. Understood? So these are all mixed. So that's why it is a mixture. Next again soil. In soil also what are there? Stones are there, next sand is there, and the next mud is there, and some other materials are mixed. Next tea. In tea what are there? Water, milk, sugar, tea powder. These are all mixed. So that's why that is a tea. Understood? So here some mixtures are natural like soil. Some mixtures are natural like soil. Some mixtures are man-made like laddu, lemon juice, tea. Understood? So some mixtures are natural just like soil. Some are not man-made. Some are man-made. So that are what? Tea, lemon juice, juices, what we drink outside. So next here Sprite. These are all what? Drinks. So they mix different items together. That is also a mixture. Write a table to some mixtures that you have already observed, and you have to now write the different substances and also mention whether they are natural or man-made. Here it is given one table. In this table you have to write all. What are there? Water, lemon water, lemon juice, sugar, water. Next, what it is, whether it is man-made or natural, that you have to write. So understood, you have to fill this table. Different materials you take and you have to fill the table. Next, identify the mixtures among the following: milk, tea, sand, turmeric powder, red chilies, like that. You have to separate. Next, from which mixture in the examples mentioned above are you able to separate the substances? From tea, are you able to separate the substances? Can you separate sugar, tea powder from tea? No. So from that you can't separate. From lemon juice, can you separate substances? Sugar, water, like that? You can't. But here we can separate substances from some mixture. That is called as separation of substances. So from some mixtures we can separate the substances. So that's why that are called as separation of substances. So here use of water in separation. Use of water in separation. Collect some solid materials such as ghee, wax, sand, sugar, salt, turmeric powder, dal, plastic, wood, iron nails. Take a bucket full of water and a beaker, try to discover the following. So here it is given the different items in page number 65. So in this page the materials are given. These are all you have to mix in a bucket and you have to separate. How you have to separate? Here it is given. Which materials float on water? Wax and ghee float on water, and wood also. Plastic materials also float on water. Which materials sink in water? Iron nails. Next, iron nails sink in water. Next, water there again. Dal also sink. Next, which materials are soluble in water? Salt and sugar soluble in water. They mix in the water, salt and sugar. But wax, ghee, next wood, they float on water. And plastic materials also float on water. Here the iron nails and dal settle at the bottom of the bucket. Next, salt, sugar dissolve or soluble in water. Which materials are not soluble in water? Iron, nails and dal, wax, ghee, and here dal. Next we can say what are there again here? Turmeric powder. So they do not mix in the water. Okay, they are not soluble in water. Next you have studied about materials and their properties in previous chapter. Materials and their properties. Materials and properties. What are the properties of the materials? Some can float on water, some can sink in water, some can dissolve in water. So that are the what properties of materials. Next you might come across some situations where you have to separate some components from a mixture. Write down 2 examples of situations. So you have to write which one can float, which one can sink. So that you have to write. What do you separate? What do you separate the components? Were you able to separate each substances from the mixture? Were you able to separate each substance? Yes, but here that is different. It is given in different materials. That's why we can separate. Next, are the methods used to separate the substances the same in these instances? Are you separate these different materials? Yes, we can separate different types of methods or there. What are the properties of the substances that are used in separating systems? So different type of methods are there in separating system. Hand picking, winnowing, sieving and filtration, sedimentation and decantation. These types of methods are there. So here first one is hand picking. Hand picking method is nothing but, so here you can separate hand by hand picking like this. In a flat pan you can take and you can separate the different materials. Understood? So here hand picking, your mother removes the small stones from rice before cooking. That is one hand picking method. Next, understood? Your mother removes worms and what small stones from the rice and feed flour. So that is hand picking method. Next method is winnowing. Winnowing means what? Means here we can see in the picture. So the farmer stand on a flat pan. The farmer stand on a high platform and he takes a flat pan and he allows the grains like this. So according to the wind, husk is separated from the grains. Husk heap is one heap, it is here in front of the farmer, and the next rice is in front of the farmer, and husk is another heap. So like this we can see. Understood? So like this you can separate. That is called as what? Winnowing. That is called as winnowing method. So here the farmer stand on a high platform and again he allows the grains according to the wind direction, and then he separates the grains from the husk. Understood? So next one is sieving and filtration. This is also you know. So separation of the tea from the tea powder. powder. So that is filtration. Understood? Filtration, sieving and filtration. Sieving means this one. Sieving, your mother removes the husk from the flour, wheat flour and next rice flour like that. From that your mother separates the worms and stones from that. So that is what it is called as sieving. Next one is filtration. So filtering. So filtering of tea. Filtering the separation of substances. That is called as filtration. Next one is sedimentation and decantation. So if you take some mud in a beaker and if you add some water, so it will become as some brownish color. After some time, if you keep that one aside, after half an hour if you observe, so the soil settle at the bottom of the beaker or a glass. And the remaining water is it settles in the bottom, at the bottom of the glass, and the water is upon the sedimentation. So this is called as sediment. The bottom of the glass contains the material, soil material, that is called as sediment. The process is called as sedimentation, and this water is known as what? Here we can separate the water. This is called as decantation, removing the water from the glass. So this is decantation, this is sedimentation. If you take some soil in a glass and if you add some water and mix it well and again keep aside, after some time if you observe the soil material settle at the bottom of the glass. So that is called as sedimentation. Now you can remove the excess water present in the beaker or a glass, and next that you can pour in another glass. That is called as decantation. This process is decantation. This process is sedimentation. Are you understanding clearly? So these are the different topics. This is, these are process you know at your home, you are observing. These are all daily functions what you do at your home. So this is hand picking, removing of waste materials from the rice, otherwise separating the different vegetables from a basket. Next, winnowing. Winnowing means like this your mother used to rice. So the husk removes from the rice. So that is winnowing. Next, sieving and filtration. Sieving means what? Floor sieving. Next one is filtration. Tea filter, water filtration is called as filtration. Next, sedimentation. The materials which are dissolved, which are already mixed in the water settle at the bottom of the glass, and remaining water is we can remove. The removing is of what is called as decantation. Settling at the bottom is called as sedimentation. These are the topics. Understood? So in next video we learn about next different separation of substances. Understood? So this today's work is